3 years and 9 months. That's how long defendant Okechukwu Iwuji will spend in a U.S. Bureau of Prison facility for scamming more than 50 Guam residents out of millions in an inheritance scheme. The case involving more than $2.3 million. Cameras were not allowed inside the District Court of Guam for criminal cases, but inside, Iwuji telling Senior Judge John Connor that he apologizes for his crime. The Nigerian native stating, "I made some mistakes. I'm sorry about that. I was going to pay back but wasn't given time. I accept my blame and mistakes." Iwuji was sentenced for this case in Guam after admitting to conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Prosecutors say he carried out the scheme while living in Florida. Prior to arriving to Guam from Orlando, Iwuji also got 3.5 years in a case in the Central District of Florida for attempt and conspiracy to commit mail fraud. That's where he was residing when he carried out the scam. His jail time will run concurrent. Appearing virtually from the Sunshine State today, defense attorney Tyrese Cruz telling the judge he believes Iwuji learned his lesson and has every intention of returning what he stole. Assistant U.S. Attorney Marvick David argued otherwise, telling the court, quote, "This defendant and others keep saying they made mistakes, but that's not what the evidence showed. The defendant profited, continuously contacted Abimbola, and spent the money." David also pointing out that Iwuji was recently convicted in a separate federal case in Florida. Co-defendant Jide Abimbola has a warrant out for his arrest after he failed to show up to his sentencing on Wednesday. Defense asked for a delay contending Abimbola could not make it to Guam from Florida, stating in court documents that he was recently robbed. But the federal judge denied the request to delay, calling for U.S. Marshals to pick him up and bring him to the island. Co-defendants Sally Roberto, Monique Jones, and Makeda Jones were sentenced in federal court earlier this week for their role in the financial scheme. Roberto got 2 years and 9 months, Monique Jones got 4 years, and Makeda Jones got 3 years. The Joneses' defendants plan to appeal for lesser time. Meantime, it was also said in court that Iwuji faces deportation. Julian Hernandez, KUAM News.